Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the game between Netherlands and Portugal. It is the quarterfinals. They haven't readied up just yet, so we can do a little bit of prep. We're still waiting for the Dutchies to ready up. I see that the prediction has been going strong in Twitch chat, and most of you, in fact, 97% of all of the bits bet are going Portugal's way. If you still want to throw some towards the Netherlands, you still have a couple of minutes to go. They have just readied up, but just to put this into perspective, this is the quarterfinals, and as you can see, the winner will face off against Belgium or Slavic. The first game is going to be on Tahunga. It is the choice of Team Portugal, and I am joined by Supermart. How are you doing, mate?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a while since the last time I got the pleasure to shotcasting with 7. This is finally playoff time, quarterfinals playing this evening. As a matter of fact, all the 4 matches will be played, and we'll see how many of them we can stream.
Yeah, indeed, and it seems like I will be able to shoutcast at least 2, because, I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But before I forget that, let's quickly transition over. And we received a donation. I know it was 6 days ago, but it was from John Smith the Goat, €5, which will go straight to the pot for the winners of this Nations Cup. So €55 in the prize pool. Let's add some audio after 45 seconds of play. You've already been able to see that Riri has been going strong, together with Aerox securing 2 rounds in so little minutes. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Supermart. But we were following Aerox there, just as he secures the third round. And hello there, Rodex. Nice of you to join us here in Twitch chat. And let's follow Ryujin here while he grenades into hotel. And no Portuguese just yet, but he will be the first one to die here at the hands of Riri, who is already on 8 kills.
I decided to show up at the worst possible time at total while 3 of the Portuguese guys are rushing. Meanwhile, Aerox will clean up the remaining of Team Netherlands. Strong start as forecasted for Team Portugal, 4-0 for them already.
Yeah, I mean, the Netherlands had a really tough time to qualify for these quarterfinals. In fact, they were one of the last countries to be able to qualify. They lost 2, they won 3 matches, and that's why, they are facing off against at least one of the top 2 countries. Portugal and France obviously have the most amount of golds in this game, and also, I wouldn't be too surprised if that would be the grand final this year again. But in the meantime, the Netherlands has gotten their first round in.
For the happiness of 7, cheering for his own team, at least one of us has his team playing in the quarterfinal. That's not me, unfortunately.
Nice defensive nade there from Karham, just to make sure that they can med him up. But in the meantime, his teammate has died. And they all fall.
Easy. Last man standing doesn't manage the clutch. 5-1, ADX taking the round.
And Slazik still on 0 kills. That's not what I'm used to seeing from a player like Slazik, but then again, when you're facing off against some of the best players in this game, actually some of the best active players in this game, I guess I should add that to that statement. Anyway, and a flawless victory.
Meanwhile, just by a quick look at the chat, it looks like it's gonna be a salt evening. If you run out of salt for your pasta, grab a bucket. There will be plenty of chances to collect it, I guess.
Oh, nice nade straight at the feet of Snow, but he will survive here.
7-1. Strong start from Portugal, indeed.
I'm not too hopeful for the Dutch hopes if this continues much longer.
I mean, you know, it's as you mentioned, the Dutch team has been playing. I believe this is the second year after a long time off that they play in the Nations Cup. First one should have been in 2019, if I remember correctly. But while the Portuguese guys have been indeed more active, and well, you can see it paying off simply.
Yeah. No, Portugal has indeed shown up every single time, and I'm sure that nice opening kill here from Ryujin's nade. But I'm quite sure that if they would have continued to play at least once a year with the Nations Cup, that could, well, at least would have made this a lot closer, let's put it that way. Snowzinho pushing through corner here, and it's a complete and utter massacre. The Dutch throwing as much lead as they can to the corner, and all of the Portuguese did die. So it's 7-3 with 5 minutes played, and well, we see some highlighted messages here from Pretzel saying, "Come on, you Dutchies, that would be great," and well, keep the support coming. I'm sure that they will be very pleased to know that at least some people are here rooting for them. And Memnon survives with 100% and will secure their 8th round.
Yeah, Fizzy trying to keep the band together, but there are some members of Team Netherlands that are struggling. Zlazik indeed is one of them, last with only 2 kills and 11 death as we speak.
And of course, don't forget the team captain Ryujin, who is also seeming to struggle a little bit here. Actually, it's pretty much only Fizzy who's carrying his weight, so let's follow him here for a second. If I can find him, there we go. And of course, Curse of the Commentator strikes. Nothing's happening from his perspective, but anticipates a push.
Couple of hits on the first one. We try to get the second one offense. Doesn't manage to finish Riri off. It's 10-3 for Portugal.
Yeah. I don't really know what I would have expected, but this is at the moment quite one-sided. But hey, that's what you get now and then. Some other matches that will be played this evening also, well, I anticipate will be a lot closer. We've got Belgium versus Slavic, not Slasic, sorry. USA versus
5v1.
UK. And Colombia, yeah, 5v1. And Colombia versus France. Well, I guess that match will also probably be a little bit one-sided, so might better not cast that one, even though I'm sure that we have a lot of French-speaking viewers around the world here that are rooting for them.
Yeah,
so.
Indeed, but we'll see. I believe that depends on timing from that perspective, but maybe we'll be able to shortcast it with Fonzie. Meanwhile, Netherlands taking up another round, but it's still 11-4 and gap is widening.
Well, there's 2 matches that will be played at 2200. So USA versus UK and Belgium versus Slavic. Yeah, I will quickly make a bet for you guys. Well, not a no, wait. How should I ask that? It shouldn't be a prediction, obviously, since it's not a prediction. But well, put it in chat which match you would prefer. So Belgium versus Slavic, or is it USA versus UK that you would prefer? In the meantime, though, the Portuguese onslaught is continuing. Yeah, hup Holland hup, laat de leeuw niet in zijn hemdje staan. Don't let the lion be in his, I don't know how to say that. in his underclothes.
That fan service going on currently,
but at the moment, the lion is not roaring. In fact, it's being completely demolished by Team Portugal. Good anticipation here from Ryu, good communication, most likely from his teammates, but oh my god, gets...
Man keeps
yeah.
dragging enemies away, and together with Riri finish the round off. Meanwhile, still Slazik struggling a lot, 218 ETH to find some ETH or kills or anything really.
I'm tempted to say I think I would do better. But Riri here on a roll gets 3 kills, hunting Angie. Oh, the kill got stolen. It's called Colombia, Donny. Put your listening ears on. Colombia is a state in the United States. Don't know if they have very good players, but I guess that we can ask some of the US players.
Anyway, meanwhile on the map, 3 versus 3. They, 2 guys of Team Portugal medicing at bench, meanwhile Snow pushing at bridge. So they spot the enemy at total, only Slazik remaining, and decide to end it prematurely. 4-16.
Snow retreating to fight another day here, and lots of nades being thrown here. Ryujin decides to catch one, but can't throw it back in time. That would be a fun feature. Frozen Sand, I hope you're listening.
Unfortunately, it's not Overwatch, so...
Oh, does Overwatch also have that? Okay.
I think that there must be having some shit like that around. While Irox rushing middle, doesn't manage to find the kill. Fizzy with the Beretta, does not finish, no.
God, Angie, come on, 1 hit was enough. Well, I hope that the Dutch are recording their demos, because I don't know if you've seen the amount of penalties that the Dutch have racked up, but they already have 1 red card. And for some reason, I don't know why, you can still play with 1 red card. You need 2 red cards to be banned.
I believe the answer to the question is desperation. Anyway.
Lovely. Yeah, no, that's most likely very, very true. Aren't we all desperate for a little bit of old school urban terror?
Meanwhile, rush attack from Team Portugal. No, picking up some kills.
Oh my god, Slazik, seriously?
How can you get a situation worse for yourself when the score is 2-23? The answer to that is still kill one of your teammates. 1-23.
Oh my god. Oh, nice push here from Memnon, catching. Ryujin so slow at reacting there. And Memnon will get the headshot as well with the Desert Eagle. Nicely done.
Moss is really not working out well for Slazik.
No, you can say that again.
Okay, then a bit of an explanation I'm here in chat. He was just playing FIFA when he has been called to play the match, so yeah. While Riri doesn't manage to get the nade at fence, Menmon will be taken out. 5:20 still. 8 minutes and 40 on the clock, but yeah, score doesn't leave too much space to imagination at this point.
No, indeed. Let's follow Fizzy here. The only Dutchie that is actually doing something. Me neither. I also need a stiff drink after watching this.
Looks like that soon enough we may have 2 casters without their respective national team still in the Nation Cup. Moving on.
Well, at least I'm used to it.
Ah well. Leave it there. Following Irox now. Try to find a nade at mid. Find a couple of feet on Slazik instead. Decide to rotate toward fence.
Fizi even has time to type in Twitch chat that his team is holding him back. Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Nice nade from Karhum, gets 2.5 kills there. It's Aerox still alive, but should die here if Angie would be able to hit 1 bullet.
They need to med up fast. Netherlands should know where they are already at this point.
Yeah, but they're going to allow them to move up slowly. Boomer Jin. Well, yeah. This is what happens when you become a dad, Tenzu. You lose all of your skills.
20%.
No. Well, actually, you've just given over all of your skills to the next generation. So Netherlands.
Team France really got to hope that Bray doesn't get his girlfriend pregnant at this point.
I'm rooting for Team Netherlands 2036. That's probably when Ryu's kid will be able to carry.
Playing the long game for Team Netherlands. Okay, following Edix, decide to push at Otal, finds one, doesn't manage to finish him off, will be picked. Meanwhile, Irox and Menmon medicine at bridge.
Could this be a round going actually to Team NL? Yeah, there we go!
Meanwhile, 6-23.
Yep, with 6 minutes to go. Completely surrounded. Poor Dutchies. And getting a little bit of loving from ADX. What? ADX taking damage there?
Yeah. Sky's the limit, as they say.
Thanks to Delirium. That made sense.
ADX protecting toward bridge, doesn't manage to steal the kill. And it's 6-25 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I think I'm going to open a big tub of Ben and Jerry's because I'm going to eat my pain away. This is terrible.
Now I believe you should be able to understand why I didn't cast Italy versus Netherlands the previous weekend.
Yeah. Was that as one-sided? I didn't even see
reasonably.
the
So that coming. So anyway,
it's amazing to see how big the skill gap can be between some nations. I mean, imagine Portugal versus Italy. Yeah.
Well,
maybe not.
Sorry. Which year of Italy we're talking about?
Yeah, that's so true.
If it would be Italy 2010 or 11, I would gladly pick the match. But as of now,
I still think that Portugal would have won then.
it Depends, man. It depends. 2010, 2011 means probably something along the lines of Keiko, Totti, take a breath,
Because,
sniper.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know that's true. I mean, they definitely give them a run for their money, definitely. But yeah,
while Riri left versus Angie, tries the prediction with an A, doesn't get it, gets an helmet instead. Both left with 1 hit.
yeah, 1% point the difference between these two. So the next hit. That was kind of slow reaction, Riri, but anyway, as you can see, Riri top fragging for Team Portugal, Fizi for Team Netherlands, and Slasic, my god. The sub of
Slasic currently.
The sub of Team Portugal has a better KD.
I mean, not his brightest evening, let's say. Let's put it in a more friendly way. The rest of meanwhile, Fizi trying to carry her time, 39 to 31. Unfortunately, yeah, he's pretty much playing 4v5. Slasic seems not to be in shape, and they are paying the price for it. I think he may have made a difference of maybe 10 rounds, but I'm not sure whether it would have changed the.
No, definitely results. Not. Absolutely not. I mean, it would definitely also be a less one-sided game. I can imagine that maybe Netherlands would have gotten 5 more rounds or something like that.
Maybe a bit more, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they got 5 more rounds, that would mean that Portugal also had 5 less rounds, so that would still make it a little bit closer.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, there are 2 people with over 40 kills, one of them being Kenchu, the other one being Riri. But then Portugal has, of course, Memnon and Irox with over 30, and that's where large part of the gap is in terms of round and kills, and then of course Slasic. While Memnon will try to rush Hotel, doesn't manage to find the kill. Jumps on a nade. Portuguese push at tank will find the last 2, 8 to 31.
Such aggressive play there by Snow. Come on, Slasic! 2 kills! Oh, nearly his third! Oh, Fizi. Slasic knows how to flame as well, so I guess that he's fire retardant. I'm sure he can cope.
Classic saltiness, but so far nothing exceptional. Not at least as much as we've seen in the match between Netherlands and Italy. That was more spicy.
Yeah. Mauri, good point. Thanks for reminding me. I was actually caught kind of unawares to cast this match because it wasn't scheduled. But yeah, I would really like to add that again. So let's see if we can do that for the second match. It really depends on when they ready up. But it would be nice to listen into the tactics on TeamSpeak or Flames. Or Trolls, if you're Team UK.
It could be interesting to hear what's going on in the Dutch TeamSpeak as of now, but
I predict a lot of
Godverdomme, yeah.
Yeah, that's one, and I'm not going to repeat the other one. The one that starts with a C and ends in answer. I find it so strange that pretty much the the Netherlands is one of the few countries that uses that swear word so much. It's, yeah, I don't know. So let's see if Slazik can get his 4th kill here in what is it, round number 44. There we go! Woohoo!
Hey, there you go.
5, 5, 5. Nope.
Let's not overextend the first map over as one-sided and dominant as he can get. Ricardinho, another game entirely, I believe, with CTF, with 53 kills, and will be moved to map number 2.
Indeed we will. And well, I'm going to quickly add the score. Let's see. Select, make it. This is always going to take a little bit longer than that I always wish. Excuse me. So that means that I will quickly stop the recording for YouTube. And welcome back, YouTube.
Second map on the way. This is Spike, I believe that's the map chosen by Netherlands, and let's see if they can make a difference in terms of how it goes compared to the first one.
Yes, indeed. Well, at least they will have some tactics. Turnpike has always been the home map of Netherlands.
Try to follow Fizzy.
Well, I mean, actually that was pre-Fizzy time, so I wonder if. Well, I'm sure that Fizzy has practiced, and well, nades are really one of the main factors in opening up and pushing.
I mean, as a starter, the Team Netherlands isn't playing it necessarily in a more old school way. Let's say we didn't saw any rush at van or any rush at office door. They just show up so that, hey, there are people in there. Let's go back metro.
That's true.
He's showing up, getting the first one inside metro, find the second one, but doesn't manage to get any. It's done.
Well, that's the way you want to start it off. Ryu and Fizzy both getting 2 kills. Old times relive. 1 minute played. I mean, yeah, on Tahunga we averaged more than 2 rounds a minute. Now, obviously, we're still in the first or second round, I should say, and also in the 2nd minute. But it will hot.
Meanwhile, 4 people left on either side. Ryujin and what I believe is Angie rotating from Jeep and showing up in office as we speak. Netherlands pretty much spread out around the map with 2 people at the. I believe is one, but just by the look of the minimap, 1 garage, 1 fence, and Ryujin staying at office. Only Ryujin left now.
Tuzi getting 2 kills here. And it's Ryu versus 4. Aggressive push here from the Portuguese, straight into an aggressive push of the Netherlands. The opening exchange was going in favor of Netherlands, but now
ADX and Slazik left. Will Slazik be the hero? ADX has only 2 HP and he finally managed to get a crucial kill.
and the crowd goes wild! Oh.
For those of you that bet on Portugal, I have bad news. Not yet, really, but let's see how it evolves. Slazik rushing inside. Metro, that's a very pity for the nade.
Come on, Fizzy! Yeah, there we go! 3-1! Woohoo!
Indeed, this is turning out as a way better start for Netherlands than expected, also, I would say. Fizzy leading with 6 kills.
What do you mean than expected? No, this is exactly what we were expecting. We didn't expect the rampage of Team Portugal last... Okay, maybe not. Okay, never mind.
Yuji, beautiful nade, takes down Tutsi. 3 members, soft Team Portugal left at the end of pillars, decide to keep position. But in a spot which is very uncomfortable as they are pretty much squashed against the wall. They decide to rotate towards pillar now, with Manmon leading. Meanwhile, the members of Netherlands are at Metro. Both teams moving in group so far.
Yeah, well, they should. And ring around the rosy, but they are going to fight each other here. Yeah, well played here by Team Portugal. Very well played, executed that to perfection, covering all the angles. Fizi anticipating second window. Nice nade from Slasic. Can we appreciate Slasic? He already has half of the amount of kills in the first 4 minutes than compared to Hunga. Oh, a timeout.
Progress. Yeah, timeout being called. For Team Portugal, meanwhile, they are 3 versus 4 with 2 of them medicing at
Come on.
window.
Good aggressive
one
push.
member low.
No!
Full coordination from the Dutch team.
A valiant
You
effort
left.
here from Ryu. Both very low. Oh no!
Not an easy task indeed to take down Riri 1v1, but could have gone a bit better. 3-3. It took a timeout, not sure if that was for technical reason or just to slow down the timing. And 15 minutes and a half left on the clock.
Well, I think they would have used the timeout for a bit longer if they lost that round, but now that they have the initiative, the momentum going their way, they will keep on playing. 5 minutes played.
In Portugal, grouped around Van, with only Riri left at windows trying to check for the backline, while Netherlands is keeping Jeep. Actually, only Fizzy keeping Jeep, while his teammates seem to be at office. They are indeed taking their time. Neither team is deciding if rush in position or not. That so far this is turning to orbital pretty quickly based on what we've seen in the previous matches.
Ooh, Fizi pushed a little bit too far and
Got taken down.
yeah, relatively easily. Good teamwork on the Portuguese side as well there, has to be said. And
Yeah.
it seems like Portugal is going to take the initiative here in Turnpike by leading for the first time. And what a way
NG
to do
last
it
man standing.
if it's going to be a flawless. Yeah, indeed.
Cornered, rounded up and taken down. 4-3. First time that Portugal team is in front in the second map.
Following Slasic here. Seems a little bit
I
lost.
believe it's a similar situation as before, with Netherlands being pushing now from pillars toward fence. Meanwhile, Portugal keeping van/metro area.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate here.
Taking their time indeed, but Portugal has reason for it as they have a man disadvantage. Netherlands now pushing. He will find the first kill at Metro, will not manage to find the second one. ADX remaining with 13 HP.
Well played here by Portugal. As you said, Portugal had the man disadvantage, But well, if you use this map as well, this map honestly can give you that man advantage back again. But if you use the angles, cover yourselves. But well played here from the Portuguese. That was a masterclass.
Similar situation one more time. Netherlands know that Team Portugal is keeping the jeep/metro area, while they seems to be rotating back toward fence.
Really camping it up.
I mean, yeah, possibly one of the best positions to be if you have to keep pillar in a static way. To get that Wallach working, looking through the window.
Fisi and Angie moving in here. And they are awaited by Team Portugal. And Carham on the other side also pushing, but it's 6-3 here.
It was won by positioning. They were it's like you are rushing Team Portugal, which is well pretty much positioned to very well to keep the area, and they simply pay the price for it. While this time it will be Portugal rushing from pillars. We managed to find Angie, but they lose no in the process. Tutsi also been taken down now.
Fantastic nade there from Riri, making use of the out of bounds area on Turnpike, killing by bouncing a nade off out of the map. Nicely done. It's rare that we see that on stream, rare to catch it, but excellent map awareness.
6-4, 10 minutes and a half left. Portugal again keeping Metro and Van. Meanwhile, Netherlands, similar situation one more time with a couple of guys spread out around pillar area, 2 of them looking at jeep and 1 at office.
Yeah, the shitty thing is, I mean, you need to bust open that safe there of a train station, and well, especially if you are the team that is behind, the pressure's on you.
He tries the nade, doesn't manage to find the kill, just like a bit of damage.
The annoying thing is also, like, it's not like Portugal's doing that the whole time. If they would, then, well, you might have like an SR8 there so that you could pick one off now and then. But, well, that's not the case. And we have a rotation here.
Portugal rotating, really doesn't manage to find the kill, but gets a lot of damage done. Netherlands will realize what's going on and rotate back toward pillars. 3 versus 3 left.
Great job there from Menman.
Good reaction.
But does die in the end to Angie, and Fisi opens the door. 1 nade would be all she wrote, but it's Angie coming from behind. Good distraction there from Fisi, and it's 6-5. We have a match on our hands.
Nade or flank, and in this case it was flank.
Yep.
Let's stick with Angie, I would say.
Oh.
Which together with Ryujin is currently at pillar.
Exactly.
While off screen, Slazy gets a nade kill.
What?
Refrag over snow.
Slazy got a kill? Oh. No, this time it's the rest of his team that's having a tough time as well. Angie here hoping to get some medical attention, and it's Tuzi.
Last man standing, these will move toward a 6-6, 20 HP left at Metro for Riri.
Oh, and all of a sudden,
4-2-3.
2 versus 1,
there
but
you go.
Indeed.
Back tie. Good for Team Netherlands after being down 3 rounds from 3-0 to from 3-3 to 6-3. Now they managed to cover the gap. And we finally find some competition in the second map.
Yeah. Oh
Seems to
no,
be
that
action.
nade! Riri's nade takes out Karim, also down to 15%. Tries to suicide, but even that doesn't succeed. And yeah, that's all she wrote.
Decided to show up in the worst possible moment ever when 5 people are rushing out of metro.
Well, I think he knew, but that nade, if only it had landed in the middle of Team Portugal, that would have changed the momentum of that round. But now with 7.5 minutes remaining, it's Portugal in the lead once more.
EDX being taken down. Meanwhile, bad news for Team Portugal as it's their top fragger. Ooh, 4 people, bad positioning from Team Portugal. 3 people are currently at window and one of them is covering from reception door.
Yeah, and Slasic actually has a nice angle here, but what? Oh, I guess he wasn't aware that there was a whole team there and he got away with his life. It's amazing. It's still 4 versus 5. Let's see if the Netherlands can keep that advantage. Yes, they do. Just 1 man advantage still.
Traded.
Indeed. Traded Fizzy though, and that's their bread and butter.
Portuguese guys rotating toward pillar. Meanwhile, Team Netherlands is not catching up. They currently are at metro.
For a second there, I thought Riri was just going to camp it up. That was. And the hunt is on. It's hide and seek. You can see that the Dutch are spreading out.
Slasic finds location of Team Portugal. Gets back to get some medic. Some health back.
One nade again could be the difference here, but Memnon gets the kill on Ryu.
Find some hits.
And more hits on the Dutch, and in comes Snow. Dies though to Karhum. Memnon gets another kill.
It's tied 2v2, but the Portuguese guys are both left with less than 50%.
Yeah. Well, they have to push. That's very unlucky. Slasic did what he was supposed to, actually just choose one side. You can't really, yeah. That's a really tough situation there. You can't really retreat.
Well, I mean, you have a couple of options. Either you crouch and move slowly and get behind the pillar to be covered, or you rush in a faster way. Mm. If you just stand there, you are exposed and somebody else is really the cover, and it's simply positional advantage. Anyway, talking about positional advantage, Portugal keeping Jeep. Meanwhile, Snow will just explode from an aid from Slasic.
Memnon still has some grenades to keep them off, but he's last one standing versus 4. Gets 2 though. Nicely tried. So 5 minutes remaining on the clock and 1 round the difference. As you can see, Netherlands have warmed up after their trashing on Tahunga, and of course their home map, well, doing them at least some good. Fizzy doing tons of damage there.
Finally a van push after 50 minutes of map. Memnon left with 24 HP, they know his position.
Whoa, Memnon just killed 3 guys. I know that 2 of them were very low, but... Was that a knife? Oh, for a second?
No, it was an aid. 4 HP left for Memnon.
Nicely done, Ryu.
Ryu get the job done, 8-8, 4 minutes and a half remaining. In Portugal, rotating toward van. A couple of guys also at office.
Yeah, indeed. Good.
Ooh. There's one guy of Team Netherlands camping above metro, which is Fizzy, and
he's been spotted.
Yeah. Actually spot 2 of the Portuguese guys while coming out, didn't manage to get a kill.
It's kind of a gamble there to leave him all alone at the other side of the map, but with no support. So
I like the idea because it's basically, it gives you 2 possible advantages. The first one is to know position when they are rushing out of metro, and the second one to pick up a kill if you are fast and sneaky enough.
But you only have
to pick up the kill.
and they didn't do anything with the info that was there. So now this is pretty much Portugal's map or round to win.
And now if you are Netherlands, you should realize you have a 2-man disadvantage, low chance to win the round. Whatever you do, you have to do it fast. Portugal can stall the round as much as they want. Ryujin, while you are there at this in this moment, 8-8 with 2 minutes and 41, and you are 1v4, 1v5. Just kill yourself, mate.
Well, I mean, they've been very close, so he wouldn't have won that round, that's for sure. So the positive way of playing would be to go there.
Lazi got taken down by an 8, Snow meanwhile follows shortly after. 4-2, 2-man advantage for Team Portugal.
Are the Dutch dreams here crashing and burning, or will there be a resurgence here in these last 2 minutes?
An 8, push around for Netherlands. Portugal has already rotated Metro. Do we rush now?
In comes Slazik. Oh my god!
Unlucky.
Yeah, but also, well, not so much bad positioning, bad communication apparently, because he should have known that the opponent was a Jeep.
Well, Dutch is a very complicated language, my friend. Maybe a bit of miscommunication going on in their TeamSpeak.
Tuzi and Memnon here don't seem to have the initiative in this round, but the time is ticking away. Gets the kill on Slazik. The nade does tons of damage, but not enough. Fizi has to do something. Spots Tuzi.
He has to be fast. He has 1 minute. He needs to win this one. Otherwise, it's GG. But he has to be fast in doing it. He should know.
No.
Either way, that
no. Come on. No.
Oh, he should be hearing them. Come on. Where are you looking at, man?
Yeah. GG. Well played, Portugal. Congratulations. You go on to the semi-finals where they will face off against either Belgium or Slavic.
And we'll find out shortly. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go and start asking for the IP as we speak.
Yeah, cool. And ask if they can delay by 5 minutes so that I can make some graphics. So, thankfully, this second map was a lot closer than on Tahunga. That was really one-sided, and actually it was nice to see Netherlands relive again a little bit. It's definitely not that Portugal gave them an easy run here, because it was their home map, absolutely not. So this is going to be the last round, round number 22, and Supermart already disconnecting. Which
I leave you the honors.
Yeah, thanks very much. Slazik here, doubling his amount of kills from the first round, and GG being called, and indeed it was a good game. Congratulations, Portugal, you move on to the semi-finals, and we move on to the second match of this upper side of the quarter-final bracket. We've got Belgium versus Slavic coming your way in a couple of seconds. First, I need to make some graphics. Be back later. Thanks for watching, and by the way, if you're watching here on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that we will inform you whenever a new match is uploaded. Be right back with the next game.